Hello Simmers! So today's video is for all of those of you who have at one stage or another become bored with your sim. So I've been through many stages like that before, having played The Sims for so many years. I used to just create a sim and start working on skills and whatever, and then I'd get bored with them, and then I'd go and create another new sim, and I'd get into a cycle of doing that. So I decided eventually to stick with the same sim. I didn't know about sim challenges. I knew about the 100 baby challenge and the rags to riches, but I didn't know the one that I was working on was actually what I was working on was actually Sims challenge. It's the Super Sim challenge. So it gives you a lot more to work on. Firstly, making all the skills to level 10. So I've just got rock climbing. Um, I don't have all the packs yet. There's just like 3 or 4 missing. But I'll get them eventually. So that was another thing, exploring the packs until I knew I feel like I've got enough out of them. Um, Rather than just buying packs and you haven't really explored it all. Then another one is doing aspirations. So you can see I've been working really hard on the sim, and I don't even normally do the deviance one, but I have started a couple of them. In creativity's just got master actress. The vampire stuff I'm probably not gonna do, and animals I'll only do right at the end. So the biggest one that I'm working on at the moment is family, because there's 4 in the family. As I said, vampire family I'm not gonna do right now, but there's still 3 others. So that's another thing that I'm working on. When I first started, it was just my sim, Lucy Highmore. She's the one I created. And then I decided to eventually, once I had done quite a few of the aspirations and the skills, I decided to build this house. There's a house tour of it on my channel. And so I decided to actually have a family for a change, because usually it's just me, one sim, or sometimes I'll have a partner. And then when I have a baby, then I start getting like, oh my gosh, okay, this is a bit like real life, it's a lot of work. And at the time, I didn't have a computer that ran fast enough. So it lagged a lot. But now the computer that we have is quite decent. So the speed is quite nice to play on. So then I decided to have, now I've got 3 children. So Silas was I'm not sure how you even present his name. He was a sim that was already created on the computer, that was just in my sim's life, and eventually she married him. There's also a video on their wedding. Then we had Ella Highmore. There's also a video of her pregnancy with Ella. Then I decided to have 2 more. I might have another one. I'm not sure yet what I'm doing next. So Ella's now an adult and she's working on high school, not high school, university. So she's working on getting a degree in programming. And then Dylan is still in school. He's in high school, so I try and make it so that they have to get to a high school A student before they can level up to an adult. And then my youngest one is Brandon, and I decided to change the traits and stuff that I use. So I made him, I think it's called Wrigley. What character value? Oh, I made him inquisitive. Explorer. No, I think Dylan was the Wrigley one. I can't remember. Okay. Oh, he's got a mean streak. That's why he's always angry. Um, But yeah, so I decided to explore with my family a little bit more, and really, I used to age my each toddler and stuff up a lot faster. But I'm really trying to get as much out of it as I can. So this is my family tree at the moment. Looks quite cool. Then I also want to get Ella to get married and have a child. That's one of the goals and the family aspiration. Then another way that you can have fun is by completing the household collections. So I've completed quite a few. Um, some of them I haven't even looked at yet. So if you get bored, that's also another way that you can get your sim to be busy. Um, I have found with the fossil one that if you enter the science career, it's actually it's one of the get to work, I think, or go to work. In that pack, you go with them. Um, you don't really do it for the actual career, but at that career station, there seems to be a lot more rock piles situated with crystals and stuff. So that's why I used to, okay, well now you can buy crystals on the computer, which is really stupid. But I think that was for the magical realm. Um, but yeah, so that's probably the fastest way to finish your fossils. Um, Microscopic prints, you have to collect samples from plants and then use the microscope. Then space prints I'm finding hard to finish. You have to use the observatory. Aliens, you have to go into Sixth Planet, and space rocks, you have to actually just explore the world. And then you have to go. I've got Granite Falls, so I have to complete that. That's how I'll complete the insects and the frogs. And then these other ones I haven't really looked at. Simmies you get with Mount Camerado. I can't remember what that pack is called. But there's a vending machine there, and you buy them and then you open them. Then Batu and Lightsaber, you go to the Star Wars one. I've just started going there. That's the first time I've gone there today. I'll do a little gameplay of that later. Magical artifacts, that's from the magical realm of magic pack. Buried treasure is in Sulani. You have to go to the buoy, the one buoy on where the volcanoes are. Volcano is. And on that note, in Sulani, there's also a lot that you can discover. There's a cave. Your sim, you don't go in with your sim, but there's a map on the side. And the more you explore, the more the map gets completed. So that's what I'm also working on at the moment. Then Village Fair Ribbons comes from Bramblewood. You have to have like a specific produce, wool, eggs, milk, that kind of stuff. So those are feathers your pets bring to you. Omskin artifacts and treasures are from the Jungle Adventures. So that's why I'm not buying any more packs just yet, because I haven't even done quite a few of these yet. Then another way you can keep your sim busy is by trying to complete as many of the careers as you can to level 10. So you can see there, I just went to the Batu world now. I've lost the movie Star Wars, the Star Wars game pack thing. So I haven't actually really done much because I can't leave my family for that long. So I want to become all of these adults, so I don't have to worry about them. Then another thing that I found the other day is in your menu, there's achievements. So that's another aspect that you can look up. So this is all of them, but if you separate them, there's careers, how many have you done, completed to 10, player feats, be abducted by aliens, earn silver on different hosting things, the alphabet legacy, generations, that kind of stuff. And there's a whole bunch of different not, I suppose you could call them challenges. So skills in crafting and wealth and that sort of thing. So for me, the biggest collections to work on, which take a really long time, is the gardening, which I'm still working on. I'm going to do the video of that this week. The whole gardening collection. That takes a long time. And then the other one is the fish. You have to go to quite a few locations. Each of these little icons, here's that. This one is the Jungle Adventure. This is Granite Falls. This is Sulani. And then this is on the vampire lot. This one is City Living, I think. And so you can really explore quite a bit, and then obviously with your family you can do that. And then like now my sim is a spellcaster from the magic realm of magic, and so that's another aspect that you can look at. Spellcaster perks, and you can open your spell book and learn the spells, like sort of like Harry Potter. Then there's that same sort of aspect when you become a vampire. The only reason I haven't become a vampire, I have done it with one of my sims, is because they're really sensitive to the sun, so it becomes impossible to do anything when you come outside. And I'm still exploring a few things outside, so I'll probably leave that towards then. Then you can explore clubs or create your own club. So join or create a club. You can become quite a few members of those. Then there's organizations which you enrolled when you enroll at the university. You can ask to join a organization, which I haven't done. Then there's owned businesses: buy a vet, a retail store, and a restaurant. So I have done a restaurant with my other sim, but it's a little bit difficult when you got a family, because you got to literally be there all the time to make sure that, like a proper manager kind of job. And then when you leave your family, it gets a little bit messy. So there's quite a few ways now, which is really cool, to keep busy with your sim. In the past, it was, I think people just were exploring gameplay, but now there's a lot more. Especially, I mean, I haven't even gone into mods or custom content yet. I'm literally just playing with the items that come in with each pack. So that'll be another video at some point. Downloading some mods and game pack. But so yeah, if you ever get stuck on The Sims 4, these are some ideas to keep you busy and to stay with one sim and see how much you can actually achieve with one sim. It's quite a mission, but it's actually a lot of fun, and it's the longest I've stayed with one sim since I've started playing The Sims. So and I'm actually having a lot of fun. And also now with the latest update, they introduced infants, which I did a little video on how they use the high chair to explore food. And now I'm trying to get the most out of the toddlers by teaching them the flashcards and teaching them to talk, reading them books, make sure they've read all the toddler books. And then there's also in parenting mode, on him, that's why. If I change to the mom, there's parenting mode where you can teach him to say sorry or to say please and thank you. So I'm trying to explore those as much as I can as well. So yeah, there's quite a lot that you can actually do now. And so there's no reason really to get bored. And then also what I actually did with this sim was, because I'd get bored of staying in the same house, that was one of my biggest things, I think. And also the traits. So firstly, with the traits, if you get bored, you can go to the reward store if you want to change your sim's traits. and the retracing potion, which makes it a lot more fun. Then I also found out that you can actually change your aspiration as you're going along, and you don't lose any of the work that you've gotten on the other aspirations, which makes it even more fun because then you can work on multiple aspirations and skills at the same time. um so yeah, and then if you wanna build, then you just move your actual sim, make her move out and move into a new lot and redo that lot. Then you're slowly redoing your town as you're doing it. So and now I've also started redoing towns completely. So there's now a lot more gameplay that you can do, and there's a lot in each game pack. They've introduced a lot more activity, so you can really have a lot of fun with your Sims, and there really actually shouldn't be a reason why you get bored now, especially with the Sims challenges like the Rags to Riches, which I'm gonna try, and the 100 Baby Challenge, and then there's a bunch of other ones. But yeah, so next time you feel like you're getting a little bit stuck with your sim and you don't know what to do next, those are the options that you can look at. So I hope you now have some more insight to what you can do with your sim.